Wow, stories.
Am I the idiot for laughing at my 5-year-old nephew getting spit on by a llama at a petting zoo? During the weekend, myself, my older sister, her boyfriend, our parents, and my older sister's 5-year-old son went to a petting zoo. This was a treat for my nephew, organized by his parents. One of the animals at the petting zoo were llamas. At the llama enclosure, my nephew started to agitate one of the llamas by stroking it a bit too hard. His parents asked him a few times to not stroke the llama like that, but he did anyway. The llama got agitated that he spit on him in retaliation. After he got spit on, I immediately burst out laughing and my nephew started to cry. The laughter lasted for a good 2 to 3 minutes. I was the only one that was laughing over it. Not even my parents found it funny. After I stopped laughing, my sister came up to me and started to shout at me. She said, "How would you like it if you were his age and people laughed at you over that?" I responded to her that it's not a big deal, but she insinuated that he could be traumatized by what happened. She wouldn't speak to me or even look at me for the rest of the day. My mom said that she won't talk to me until I apologize to both her and her son. Why should I apologize? In my opinion, I didn't even do anything wrong. It's not like he was harmed by it. Am I the idiot for laughing at my 5-year-old nephew getting spit on by a llama at a petting zoo? You're the idiot. Letting a quick laugh escape would not be that big of a deal, but openly laughing for 2 to 3 minutes at the misfortune of a 5-year-old is a prick move. Next time, either pull yourself together or excuse yourself until you can. You're the idiot. Your nephew was being too rough and quickly learned the consequences of his actions. He's literally 5. He's supposed to learn lessons like this at that age. The situation definitely sounds funny, don't get me wrong, but the way you reacted makes you sound extremely immature. Your sister is absolutely right. It is embarrassing to get laughed at like that, and your nephew is only 5 years old, which makes it even worse. In the future, a chuckle will do. Show some damn restraint. Would I be an idiot if I start bluntly telling my family-in-law not to comment on my husband's breadwinning skills? For context, my male 30 husband and I, female 29, have been together for about 10 years and married for 6. I think we're a great match. We communicate very well, have a lot of fun together, and are a good team. However, my husband, bless his soul, is a bad capitalist. When we were younger and in school, we were always broke and both worked minimum wage jobs to make ends meet. We split expenses half-seas and both went through at least a dozen retail food service gigs in that time. Over the past couple years, I've found strong footing in my career. I'm in tech, fall of 2021. I got a big raise and broke 6 figures for the first time. At that point, my husband was working an office job with a 3-hour commute, and his mental health was really suffering. Plus, he was gone for 12 hours a day and always tired. I missed spending time with him. I suggested he quit his job and pursue his passion for filmmaking. He went to school for video editing. After a lot of talking and planning, we decided to go for it. He quit his job, we put aside some cash every month as a film budget, and he's made a few short films and is working on a documentary. I think it's been great. I work from home and it's been much less lonely with him around. He makes dinner, does the shopping, manages daily chores, helps me drink enough water and encourages me to go on walks or make it to the gym. Helpful reinforcement of habits I get distracted from. He spends several hours a day writing, editing, marketing, or networking. However, the shitty part is that a lot of his family makes invalidating or snide comments about our arrangement. His brother has said things like, "Some of us have to give up childish dreams and work real jobs." His parents have made insinuations that I will get sick of it and leave him for not contributing. His sister's husband, who I would never want to be married to for the record, said something driving at how he's not good enough for me in private at a family wedding. I feel like in general he is low-key disrespected as a man by these people, and it pisses me off so badly. I don't think money is a good measure of how good a person or a partner you are, and just because his films don't make money doesn't mean they don't have value. Would it be wrong of me to start calling these people out when they say these things? I don't want to alienate his family, and I'm not sure I can change their ingrained idea that men are supposed to be breadwinners, but it's mean and disrespectful of them, right? Not the idiot. But I strongly encourage that you and your hubby get on the same page about you calling these people out. Realistically, it may be seen as you standing up for him and make it worse. Unfortunately, so communication between you and your partner is key in moving through this. Good luck, not the idiot, for wanting to. I think you need to discuss it with your husband, seeing it is his family and his honor you're talking about. He needs to stand up to his family, really. Create a united front. I wouldn't go in guns blazing if he wasn't okay with it. They could then argue that you're the man of the house, protecting him, and he's not man enough to do it himself. You know? Am I the idiot for not ending my vacation early and rushing home for the birth of our grandchild? Myself and my wife were on a 2-week vacation in Cancun, Mexico. We're from the US and planned all year for this trip and saved up money to be able to go on this trip. Edit. We booked and paid before my daughter was pregnant. It was our 6th day there when our daughter 26 boyfriend called us saying she was giving birth and we had to get on the next plane ride home. We were aware my daughter was soon to pop, but her due date wasn't until the end of this month. Mind you, these events took place in the beginning of this month. We told him that was impossible, and just to follow their birthing plan and to keep us updated. A few hours later, we got a call from my daughter updating us, then asking when we'd be on our way back, and that she really wanted us to be here, and that it had taken longer than expected. She was scared, etc. She's a first-time mom, so it was expected for her to be scared. My wife and I assured her everything would be fine, but we were unable to just pack up and go. She got upset and hung up on me. Hours later, in the middle of the night, we missed a call due to us sleeping, and it was her boyfriend saying there were complications and they were performing emergency C-section. The next morning, we called immediately, and our daughter told us she was scared and things could have gone bad, and our Cancun trip was more important to us than her, then hung up. We tried to call back, but she wouldn't answer. The baby was born healthy, and our daughter is okay. We have only seen pictures of our grandchild through Facebook because our daughter hasn't let us see her and has barely spoken to us since we've been back home. We had planned to be there for our grandchild's birth, but we couldn't leave 6 days into a trip we spent a large amount of money on. Even if we did, we wouldn't make it back on time. Even if we did make it back, we couldn't do anything the doctors couldn't in the situation. I feel as though our daughter is being too harsh to us. We have apologized many times. No idiots here. For not ending your vacation early, that would be a bit much and silly. You didn't purposely go away when the baby was due. I don't think your daughter is an idiot because she's upset and didn't feel supported. I will say, I think it sucks that you weren't calling to check in, sleep through something major. It's so great that her and the baby are okay, but with an emergency surgery, things could have gone a very different way. No idiots here. But actions have consequences. It doesn't matter if internet strangers reassure you of your decision. Your very real daughter has equally valid feelings and can choose to act accordingly. If she doesn't want to see you and needs space, then don't insist on violating that. Maybe go on another vacation since you seem to care about those just as much.